Okay, hey there. Hope anyone who is watching this video is having a good day, at least as good as can be possible. I just wanted to record, well, I felt like doing a 72,000 pointer, and I thought this one could be quite an interesting one for Uvhash. So I thought I'd give it a try. So Chrono Pendulum Occult, this is one of the best Chrono Pendulums for Uvhash. It kind of changes up their playstyle because obviously Uvhash does a lot of damage instances, even more so if you're an Iquor, but you don't normally bring out Iquor in Arc 1. And not only that, any unused shield can give you hundreds of temporary strength. But yeah, the damage dealt shield increase can be quite significant and it helps you shrug off some of the hits even with the ridiculous damage modifier. However, Kaikus is a pretty awful boss for Uvhash. That's why I thought it'd be interesting to try out. Honestly, see how it goes. I'm just going to get a Hauler support. I do have an OE Hauler now, but this support is much better than me. The mine, I was considering, I don't know if I would recommend Gateway of Truth if you even have this card. It, like, debatably I possibly shouldn't. Should I not have it? Debatably I should possibly switch it out. But I like having the upfront key flare from Thais, even though it has pretty poor performance over the total of a fight. As you can see, I don't have the most wheels relative to some as well. But yeah, obviously this wheel is really, really good. But 200 key flat. I don't know. You just sometimes get bricked not having enough Aliemus to get into it in the first place. I might try it out for this. Well, I'll try it out next time. Anyways, I shouldn't be messing around too much. For Kaikus, given that the fights, I think Funus is probably the way to go overall here. Yeah, I think I like Funus in this situation. Let's go. Even though Kaikus has Retaliate, the Chrono Pendulum will shrug it off. I'm most worried about their multi-attack, but I should kill them before that happens. Okay, so some more things about this map. Firstly, there's just not much money on the map. So you can't really afford to take as many high rarity relics as you usually would, unless you're running a very high Black Sigil setup, which I am not. Beyond that, this opening hand is shitty, but it's fine, I guess. Should possibly, debatably, wait for a better hand. You know, like, if I was being severely sweaty, if the first fight doesn't go too well, ideally you should probably reset it. Only if you're playing on a difficulty like this, of course. Generally speaking, that is absolutely not required. Oh, this actually gives you 2 turns of setup. That is quite unusual. Before they start threatening to kill you, that is. Which is just as well because I might need all of those turns in this case. I can always duplicate Uvhash's strike, I suppose. Triplicate, I mean. Yes, of course, it has the rebirth property. Yeah, I think I'm best off stalling for a turn in this scenario. I might as well use one of those because I'll hold on to the cards. Oh, they actually are doing nothing this turn. That's really nice in terms of setup. I shouldn't need vulnerable on them to deal meaningful damage. I think I probably give this to Thais. I'm a little distracted feeling compared to the past. This probably won't kill the sailor up front, but that's okay, honestly. I kind of had that in mind. Oh, wait, I have no sound at all. I just realized. I'll put on a little bit of the background music until I probably get annoyed by it, knowing me, but... Wow, okay, the voices are awfully loud. Now I've put them on just slightly. Okay. Other than that, let's see. Honestly, I have nothing really useful to triplicate, so I'll pass. And now I can work on work on preparing for the next fight. Which the best way to do that is probably with Boiled Bloods. Unfortunately, I don't think these will kill exactly. But they will give me nice follow-up after I use the OE. That's great. I'll just use this now. And use this. And Screech Blood again, and they're doomed. I could also... 934. Yeah, no. Technically I could try to tank this, but I don't think there's any need. This is good setup. With that being said, the elite on this map is very, very difficult. Energy Beam Echo is tempting because it's more money. Oh, that Screech Blood is pretty good though. I mean, Bastion is not normally a priority Orison, but can help with shrugging some things off. Echo is also nice just for getting money, and the map is very low on money. Although this card, generally speaking, is not that great. It's okay. Okay, I'll take the Energy Beam in this case. Unless the Orison is really good, you just take max HP. Max HP gives you a little extra shield and strength anyways. I wonder, does this, out of interest... Oh, it does do the leap effect twice. That is interesting. Did not actually know that. It would be kind of preferable not to use that, is why I reset. Yeah, I think I will just give this to Uvhash directly. Energy Beam, double, that gives me a lot of Keyfor. Does this kill the backline without any additional help? Not sure. Well, not sure, but I'll be able to... Thinking about it, I'll have no problems just shrugging it off with the shields from the Chrono Pendulum. Let me turn the sound effects down as well. They are very, very loud. So yeah, this is definitely a very good Chrono Pendulum, of course. Probably like my second favorite. Yeah, everything's being blocked just fine, which means we can just use it to stack up another OE pretty much, or Exalt. Would be nice if I had some method to kill that without committing something strong, especially because ironically I don't think the Exalt on its own will kill, which is a bit of a predicament. Let me see if I get like, well, that's pretty, that I probably should have prepared for that happening. Let's just do and all of her. What's my crit rate as well? Should be quite... It's very low, yeah. Okay, annoyingly, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this, I think. But I'm going to deliberately sack off killing the backliner. Oh my god, that crit rate. If I loot... How much shield is it getting? Quite a lot. But if I use one more, it'll probably die. Unless I... Yeah. Should be boil blood in this hand, right? Yeah, there is. Oh, just one of them killed? That actually kind of surprised me. Because Uvhash's base damage is really terrible. It's, you know, exponentially scaling, of course. But still. Okay, so we can get Uvhash's Rouse. And then go to the shop and sell Psyche Reforged. Hopefully we get Omen. I think I can afford that. I can afford like one luxury relic. And the rest have to be cheap ones. 77 plus 54, that's 81. I'm a bit short on both for now. I'm gonna take Omen. I'll probably come back for the heavy lock. Hopefully I haven't been arrogant, but I have no dream of medication, so I should be fine on money. Oh my god, okay. She's quite a beefcake. Let's see. Tempting to... Well, it's actually pretty worthless to get that, yeah. Let's see. Okay, that's nice. I'm gonna use Snarl, I think. And I'm going to use... I'll use Funus here. I will use this. The energy beam probably is worth using, yeah. I'll use the energy beam. I will actually let Uvhash devour. Okay, then I can immediately use 2 ultimates. Well, 2 overexalts, I should say. Since this won't give... I'll use Ty's ult first because this won't give any... There's no chance of it giving me an additional embryo. I'll use like 2 more of these. Okay, that's fine. I was about to start going down. I have no way to get back into OE. Because I think I need a little... No, I just needed any posse that wasn't negative, I think. Oh, the Sif is running slightly better, actually, than it has been in previous days. That's good. I'm not really explaining my decision-making as well as I could be. I'm a little distracted, but then again, the only decision-making really to make here is lower her strength and don't die. You know, very helpful advice, I know. This is good damage. If I had really good relics, potentially I could one-shot her. Yeah, if we use Fairness, she doesn't do anything to us. And now I just need to... Oh, she passes this turn as well? Well, that's fantastic. Especially because this hand could be better, to be honest. Okay, I will Funus again. Drat. Drat. Oh, I sound like Dick Dastardly saying that, but... I would really like her to get an Exalt, but that seems very unlikely. I guess I'll just have to... Yeah, I'll just have to Embryo Fuse. Use her to feed everyone, and probably duplicate Uvhash's Strike, which is quite a miserable play, but it works. I could also triplicate Hola's Elegy. Is that a better idea? It probably is, actually. Oh, cool. Now I can... okay, so my play is apply stagnation. My ideal play here is basically to just get her down to very low HP so that I can stack up a little more Aliemos at the end of the fight. So we don't want to overshoot too much here. Let's use this Elegy. Actually, looking at this, I'm probably not going to kill her off this one combo anyways. So it's just as well she isn't attacking, or it looks silly. Oh yeah, no vulnerable, that's why. No vulnerable Megamind, also known as. Okay. This could be bad, actually, because the next Exalt will not... Like, an Exalt on its own would not kill. Okay, I mean, Caress is nice. Then I can Funos. You are more than 13 off, right? Yep. That's very unhelpful. But the Boiled Bloods are a little better. These three should do the trick, I think. Might as well use that. I have to say the crit luck had me slightly worried for a moment, but a nice chill elite overall. Ooh, some good ones. I mean, you got it. Mind Engraven. It's so good on Uvhash, except when you open an unplayable hand turn 1 and go, this is the worst relic ever. Just kidding, but I will probably... This illusion, I'm going to have to take it sooner or later. That's overall a really bad curse. For Uvhash, it's fine for most characters. Mermaid Tier? It's kind of expensive, but... I mean, it's a good relic. It... Mostly 100 Realm Mastery, even though it's quite weak on Car Ultra, it's still nice and free, and it gives a dram of free death resist. So I might as well. I think I'll take it, but 60 is kind of expensive, almost as much as Black Star Ember costs, you see. I had, which was 60 free when you include the discount. Hopefully I can afford both. Ooh, this guy. Kind of a bricky hand. Oh wait, no, I have Uvhash's ult set up. What am I talking about? I will use this. I'll feed the embryo to her. Straight into Hola ult. Exalt. TM. Funas once again. Oh yeah, might as well see what my inside card is. Not a very good dude. It's the frame rate. The frame rate of the game's dropping a little, actually. That's funny. With that being said, am I going to make it split? Do I want to make it split? I guess that's fine, yeah. I think I will just pass on this. Uvhash does almost the same amount of AoE damage as single target, which used to be quite a strong advantage of the character. But nowadays is a lot more mediocre because, frankly, they've Frankly, the game's just become really, really, really single target focused, except for certain D-tide stages, which is the only time you really tend to see Uvhash excelling. I think I will use Teisel, even though it's wasteful, to Uvhash's Exalt. Aliemus percentage, I mean. I'll use this for vulnerable. I don't really need to eat with Uvhash. But the crit rate is nice. Sorry, I got distracted for a moment. Okay. Oh, I'm slouching so much in my chat. Make sure to have good posture when you're playing your deep dives, you know? A common issue that has afflicted our kind for many years. And by our kind, I mean... I'm not sure what I mean, honestly. Femcells, maybe? Okay, I wouldn't really call myself a femcell, but my posture while playing certainly leaves some to be desired. Okay, so we'll use Sealed Old Memories again, get another Embryo. These are all pretty useless. I'll use... Probably should have held that because it's actually a good posse, but whatever. We got another Embryo saved. Whoa, laggy. Oh, possibly I could have tanked it another... Yeah, I could have tanked it another turn if I wanted, but I think I'm in an okay situation as is. Dirsham Echo is very tempting, but I'm already probably going to be removing Dirge, unless I want to... removing Screech Blood when you have Mind Engraving is not bad, though, to be honest. It does reduce the number of good cards in my opening hand, although it gives me a nice burst of starting strength. Quite a sizable amount, at least. I'll just go for the weaken on Snarl, honestly, just to make sure I have full weaken up time, because it's actually relevant for once. By the way, if you're playing this map, always take the 50 black sigils. The other options will basically screw you over before too much time has passed. Tirma's fingers crossed I can actually afford all of my relics. I'll go in without buying the Black Star just in case. This boss can be quite annoying. They're not too tanky, all things considered. That's a good draw. I'm getting nice draws, I have to admit. Use this for... That's actually pretty nice to fill up Horla's. To fill up Horla's belly with... Sorry, not Horla. To fill up Winkle with Aliemus, so she can immediately exalt. Well, this is a case where... I have to say this is a case where, having... I might have to play this a bit differently, actually, looking at this again. But admittedly, having the plus 12 wheel on excuse my poor speaking. Having the plus 12 wheel on ties would be very helpful here. Am I fine in terms of block, even with the mistake? I think so, right? Okay. I don't think that's ideal, but I won't reset unless I have to. That gives them temporary strength. That's fine. The only thing I find a little troublesome... Oh, Boil Blood. Okay, never mind. Problem solved. That was a pleasant surprise. We can... Let's see. Probably we'll save Horla's Exalt here. Okay. I'll feed this to ties. Oh, there's no vulnerable on them, but I think I have enough damage that it should be okay. I just hope I hit one of these cards. Okay, I didn't hit the card. Oh yeah, but thanks this... Wow, this Chrono Pendulum is quite brain dead in some of these elite fights, especially because this has unusually low damage output, I have to say. Let me... Don't kill, please. Okay, good. I'll avoid using the last Screech Blood and just be nicely set up for the boss fight. I can just go ahead and use this to fill up. Okay, the situation we're in is nice. I will... Might as well use this, and then this. Okay, and now everyone's OEs are almost filled up as well. That's... I mean, that's decent, yeah. Can't go wrong with a computation. Okay, I will... Oh, I'm a bit worried here, actually. Oh no, I messed up. Okay, no, I have enough. It's just going to be a close run thing. Okay. I need to sell Screech Blood or Dirge. I will probably sell Dirge in this case, actually, even though I think it's generally the better card. Okay, so 63 I would like to pay for. That would only give me I mean, it gives me a low amount of... Yeah, okay. 54, this is useless though, completely useless. Oh, Stelle, okay, we're fine then. Let's see, are any of these relics... Okay, none of these relics have no effects later, unfortunately. Oh, but, wait, check the money. If I'm not mistaken, let me see. This gives 75 back. Well, this pays for itself, 90. Okay. So, as long as I have... I can get Black Star Burning Ashes, because that'll go to 63, and then I can buy Stelle, use it on the Black Star, because this whole effect is permanent. Yep. That's a good result, I think. I'll use it on one of her defense, and one of Ty's defense, maybe? Or the Screech Blood. I won't have that much arithmetica to work with, so I'll use it on a... I'll use it on a Ty's defense. I'll use it on a Ty's strike. Whoa. Please don't lag, mouse. So always a bit tense with the relics on this map. Okay, just DC me. Okay, this relic is literally completely useless, but at least it's not one of the negatives that's... Sorry, one of the relics that has a negative effect, such as the Stinky Foot relic, or whatever relics are god's awful. Trickster Hat can be sometimes bad, sometimes good. Alfonso has no effect really here. I don't have Hauler's Rouse, do I? I do. Okay, so that's irrelevant. Astrolabe is nice just to have guaranteed crits, but crits should not really be an issue. Something a little better. Oh! The hit Festive Benediction. This is one of the most overpowered relics in the game. 50% crit damage and 30% crit rate on a silver relic is ridiculous. It's better than most It's a big damage boost. Even though Uvhash doesn't make much use of the crit rate, it's still extremely good. Warp relics are useless though. Okay, Echo is nice. I'll use it on something I want out of my deck really after a while, which I'd have to say probably Screech Blood is the way to go. Although it can mess with your opening hand. I could also use it on Boil Blood and then just not use the original card, which I do admittedly quite often do, you know, until I have to use it. But my Aliemus generation could be better with this setup. I think the Boil Blood Echo is probably the correct play. I just have to be no, I'll take Screech. I had to think for a moment there, but my deck is already like quite at 16 cards. That's a lot smaller than usual, especially because several of these exhaust. I should be able to draw back into it, which gives me more freedom using it. Okay, let's see how tanky they are. Oh, they're not too tanky in first phase. That's nice. Let's go ahead and use Matram. Oh, wow, yeah, I didn't... It's kind of funny. Let's see. I have to say the fact everyone's on 198 and such is pretty funny. I think I go into Ultra on turn 2, so it's not that bad. Wow, I have nothing useful to do with this embryo. That's fine. Okay, we can immediately use Winkle's ult. And then, I care more about Hola's Aliemus than Tyze's, so I'll use Resplendent Chapters. Let's see, I can use Energy Beam, but I think I'll take Carol just for the free. Energy Beam would also work in that I can get enough Keyflare. But yeah, I'll just leave that sitting in the hand and triplicate Hola's card. The lack of a vulnerable is pretty unfortunate, but also pretty typical. It's fine because this is mostly a setup turn anyway. We'll hold on to the Carol and also eat the Scion here for more damage scaling. Oh, that's the free Carol. Should probably hold on to it actually. Yeah, there's no reason to use it just yet. Oh, laggy. How much does this do? For every HP 5. Yeah, the healing and shield on them is quite... Compared to most effects that are frankly overtuned in Deep Dive, this one's not too much of a pain. Wow, 1100 shield just off bashing them up is quite awesome. This hand's abominable. Not a fan. The 7-10 times free is not filling me with confidence. Although the fact they don't gain vulnerable is not like the worst. I'll use Energy Beam here. Yeah, I don't... I need my Rouse more than I need the Ultra. I don't want to go into Ultra 10 without the Rouse. And we still fail to draw the Rouse, unfortunately. This is the only issue of having like poor to middling draw power in some cases. Let's see here. I would... This is also a little unfortunate. I will need to feed-tize the embryo directly. And then use Holazol, Exalt. And find out that I'm short on Aliemus. That's okay, I'll just have to use it early. Which is quite, I mean, it's quite bad actually, but... will this give me enough? I don't think that'll give me, that won't give me enough Keyflower alone, so... Unfortunately, because of that, I don't believe... Well, we certainly won't be able to double OE, which is important to our survivability. But this isn't the most terrible. Now, thinking about this, 401, this will go down by 209. Does taking one of, does eating the furnace make any difference to how much? Okay, so this will go down to, basically I need to add 209 to this because of the sacrifice. So, if I wanted to shield 802, 802 plus 209, so that's 1011. I would need, let's see. So that's obviously not going to do it. Well, actually, it's really close. Hold on. 680, 680, 880, 974. 974, I mean, that is unfortunate. Wait. 974, 1004 if I use that, because it hits twice. Which is still just barely too short, I think. That's pretty bad. That's pretty awful, honestly. But we'll just take the death reses. This gives us great setup, at least, for the rest of the fight, so it's not like it's the worst thing. Okay, so they have to die before this attack goes through, but that should be fine. Especially given I, quote-unquote, intentionally took death reses. The question is, do I go for Snull? I think possibly. I mean... Yeah, I should be able to do 2 OEs with this setup, I think. Although, is it overkill? Do I need... I feel like 2 OEs in itself should... Let me see the base damage. 6, 5, 12. I mean, that's not amazing. Okay. I am going to switch to Snull. I will use Funus here as well. Just to get Holazol up early. I'm going to use Sacred Instinct to get a vulnerable. I'll defend here. I can use Epilepsy as well. It might be a good time to. I think it's probably a good time to. Because I should be able to play the cards I draw like that. And that. Other than that, I will direct feed this embryo to Hola. Then eat with Uvhash. Yeah. Okay, using, this is irrelevant to use. The only problem is that debatably I haven't used my Ultra Tim very well, but let's not worry about that too much. We'll use Sealed Memories. I like Spring's Verse to give everyone AoE Aliemus here. I will then, let's see. Do I have Carol in Ultra Space? Yeah, I do. Okay, awesome. Oh, oh yeah, the leap effect doesn't take, oh, sugar. I don't really want to use the boil blood. I mean, it's okay too. I think it's fine too. I could also just pass. I mean, I think that's a good play, yeah. I think just, it would be nice to get, it's not like I need it, but it'd be very nice to get another Exalt off. Very nice another OE, I should say. But does that alone just kill? Yeah, of course. With Metamorpho's body, I could fill up everyone's 24 stacks of counter. Strength equal to your 24. I thought it was like much lower than that. Wow. That's quite beefy, I have to admit. This is pretty arrogant, but oh, that's good. I like having that an insight in the draw pile. I think I save these to sit on my combo. Hopefully I should be able to nuke for 1.4 million, or at least decimate their temporary strength, if nothing else. I'm still gonna snarl. Oh geez. I forgot Holla doing that over and over. But that's okay, that's what that's a little anxiety inducing, but that's what things are there for. I would like to, let's see here. I would like to eat the Scion, but I need to make sure that I have the tools to actually go into multiple turns. So I think I'm gonna need to feed the Scion to you directly. This is already looking like good base damage, admittedly. Okay, pretty good. Then we can Funus. And we can Holler Exalt. And we can... we can keep going with this. Do I give it to Uvhash knowing that it's not going to have that much of a point? Or do I give it to her right now? I think... I need to make a decision rather than fecking around, that's for sure. I think I give it to... yeah, I think I give it to Uvhash and then just go into Ty's ult naturally instead. I wish you had a little more Aliemus than you do. But it's overall okay. Yeah, go into Ultra. And we just need to keep going. Unfortunately, our hand was like quite bad, but okay. Let me see here. Screech. I'm gonna want to use Carol to do some filling. Oh, that's nice. And then I'd better give her that. And even then, that might not be good enough. Problem is... I think I've messed this up a little, actually. Wait, 154? Oh, I did take 2 death resistances. So this worries me, for sure. Right, we're gonna have to... This is very worrying, but we're gonna have to try to get the kill on this. I think I messed up on my play, actually. I was kind of hoping to at least spam enough exalts, really, to get something done. Do I... You see, without the boil bloods... Yeah, without... without having enough Aliemos for Winkle... Let's see. I should have used Ties Exalt earlier, and I should have used it on Ancient Caress, actually. But this will not do the trick either, because she is short as heck. So... I don't know. Do I just try to hit as much as possible to block them? This is really bad. I mean, if I use Boil Blast, that gives me a bit of extra strength, but I'm still taking just non-guaranteed, completely non-guaranteed death reses. Okay, I have to use it on Ancient Caress. I think I messed this up, actually. Let's see. Unfortunately, this will not do anything on its own. Guess I should have gone with that Ties Wheel. TM. Oh, wait, hold on. There is a play I have, which is a little better. Yeah, 38 and 8. That's not gonna... 41's not gonna do anything. But I can do this. And then do this again. That drains them of even more strength. And then with the 2 Boil Bloods... It's still troublesome. Because it's not guaranteed at all. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. Well, we'll just retry that. It's pretty doable. I took a wrong play at the end. I think I should probably use my Ultra Term on turn 1. It's not very helpful to save it in this fight. And then... What was my plan again? I kind of forgot what I did with this. Oh yeah, I'll just, eat... Then I will use all of my exalts, of course. The only problem is that I'm not double O'ing on turn 1, which is a little awkward, but it's not, like, awful. Or possibly, wait, should I not use the Ultra Turn on the second turn to generate max shield? That's probably the best play, actually. Yeah, I think I'm thinking in quite a poor manner, perhaps. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like this play best. I like this play best. With the Ultra on turn 2, I should be able to build up enough shield to shrug off their triple attack, and then the fight's pretty much secure. Since even if I mess up and have to take a triple attack to the face, it's not gonna kill me. Right, let's see here. No source of... Okay. We're going to want to Energy Beam. Funus. A little bit awkward here, I think. Do I have to... Oof. Do I have to give this the Winkle ult to Ties looking at this kind of weird hand? I think the answer is probably yes, honestly. I really need the AoE Aliemus very badly. Sometimes you do have to make, and it's draining their strength too, sometimes you do have to make a play like this. It's certainly not my preferred play, but it works. They also have no vulnerable Megamind. I will go ahead and... is it worth getting Hauler's OE off? Probably not. Just do that. Weaken them again. Oh, I should use Tyz's Defend. That was a mistaken play. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. Just do it now. I will use it again. There's no real reason not to, because it basically refunds itself, almost. Unfortunately, it does mean that I'm still not drawing my rails until turn 3, but I think this is a fine play. I don't use the Furnace right now. It is really annoying that you get healing reduction as well during Ultra Turn, in my opinion. That part just seems wholly unnecessary, but I mean, I shouldn't moan. It's a strong mechanic. It's just like, with Caress, let's see. I do like the idea of Sound Devouring with the Gil, though. But this... the Leap... I mean, this is good. I can pretty easily get a double OE off. Yeah, okay. Use Ty's Exalt, so I can guarantee an OE, 2 OEs, basically. And then we are set in terms of defensibility. We'll Screech. I will use an Energy Beam. Hymn of Blood. Then we will Hauler Exalt. Oh, that doesn't actually get her OE. Yeah, because of the cost reduction. I mean, that's fine. Then we will Winkle Exalt. This relic is really fantastic. Like, the fact it has offensive and defensive utility makes me want to make out with it, really. Oh, looks like I'm a little shorter on Aliemus than I thought. But it's fine. We are doing just fine. In this case, I mean. Not so much before. Do I want to save the Caress? I mean... I think I'll probably keep it just so I can play all the cards in my hand. Okay, 997, 1144. There's no issue at all. So let's just end 10. Yeah, definitely. I probably won't edit out my mess up, but definitely approach the fight incorrectly. I kind of forgot how, ruthless their last form can be. Speaking of ruthless, I mean, why is Vermilion right there, of all places, please? I think I need to give the Scion to Winkle immediately. Because I don't want to switch into Snarl, and I don't want to use Uvhash's cards, is my logic with this strange decision. So I'll Winkle Exalt. Oh, I got good hits. We'll use Defend and Strike. And, of course, Snarl and Insight and draw. I mean, I was about to start raging, but that's actually fairly useful, even if I'm a bit... I really need the vulnerable here, so... Okay, good, and I can Funus. I can... Yeah, I'll use Ritual of Abundance. Use it on Boil Blood, of course. Whoa! Oh, I just pulled my power cable out for a sec. just of my laptop. I thought it was all over for a moment. I have to say, going for an entire first phase without any Uvhash rouse has got to be some kind of record. I'm not very happy about it, to be honest. But it's, I mean, ultimately it's fine, right? We'll use Hauler's Exalt yet again. Whoa, the game, I have to say, when you have something that's funny about this game is not particularly well coded, but one thing that's very noticeable is the more strength you have and the more types of damage multipliers currently affecting you there are, the jankier the game starts to get. This is most notable of Helot Katana. She starts lagging insanely badly when you have a ton of her Echo cards in hand. But it is a little noticeable with Uvhash too. Let's see here. Not crazy about this hand. Do I go into Snarl? I possibly go into Snarl, but wait. But this will help me survive though. That's the thing. There is some good epilepsy cards I could draw, but there's also some stinkers. I think. Okay, I think I'm going to. Let's see, what's my most efficient play here? I think to probably. Oh wait, no. If I caress, I can no longer snarl, of course. Should I prioritize? Should I prioritize not doing that anyway? That's a good question. This doesn't affect whether I can get OEs or not, I don't think. I mean, I'm still gonna stay. I'm gonna stay in Joy because I'm not. Ultimately, I'm not being threatened by the damage they're threatening currently, since I have a sufficient amount of death reses. This is a really good draw. This just saved everything, I have to say. Like, I'm not gonna lie, no skill anymore with that redraw. I can probably safely epilepsy. The question is, should I? Probably not. I think I will just Scion instantly. We will use Winkle's ult. We will... They are vulnerable, right? Yeah. Sacred Blood, of course. Unfortunately, I can't get Hauler's ult off, which is pretty sad, but not necessary for a good combo. But it is very nice to have. And we can get 2 OEs just barely, which means it'll be nicely set up. Ooh, nice damage on the Screech Bloods, I have to say. Like 15k. Oh, it's because I have over 2,000 strength. That's surprising. Nice. Oh, we might clean them up here. Or we're just gonna miss it. Oh, we clean them up here, I think. Okay, that is wonderful. So you can see, I'll probably leave my fail in the clip, but as you can see, Uvhash, what can I say? Uvhash is a very interesting character. They're a character about regulating your burst turns and regulating what you can actually survive, what actually threatens you when you need to hit the go button and when you need to play back for a moment, essentially. And you can see from the failure that when you pick the wrong time to go into burst, you are going to have to reset the battle. That's what makes the character fun, in my opinion, but also annoying. They're a character that is not like a complicated team type, obviously. It's basically just looping ultimates and making sure you can cast and survive, but a character which does punish mistakes very badly. Same as with Helot. But in any case, this one wasn't too bad if I wasn't... I mean, the whole deep dive map was quite reasonable, I think. More than I kind of expected. I think I had nightmares about facing this map on a lower difficulty than this, but still a kind of high difficulty when it was brand new to the game with a lot of multi-attacks, and I just get absolutely shredded by the elites on this map and by Kaikos themselves, as well as with the money. But yeah, good relic luck, I have to say, for being poor. We gotta love mind engraving. Yeah, I had a fun time doing that. Is there anything more I should say? Not particularly, really, other than that I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And if you did try out any similar teams, really, I love talking about car teams in general. Feel free to reach out to me. My Discord name is just raya.lee, for example. You can see me on the official Discord sometimes. Okay, take care and have a good one.